Hey, hi, hello, welcome or welcome back. My name is Emily Webster. I am a 6th year, 2nd grade teacher in North Texas, and welcome to a week in my life. Okay, so I just posted a reset video for the month of February, and I mentioned to everyone to tell me what they wanted to see, and I had mentioned that filming vlogs is really hard, but you know what, a lot of people seem to really like the vlogs, so you know what, we're going to do the hard things and we're going to film a vlog. And I honestly couldn't tell you what the resistance is. I think there is just more to do after school than I had last year. But now UIL practice is no longer happening on Wednesdays, so I have some extra time in my schedule to be able to allot to YouTube. So here we are. It is Monday, February 3rd. Before we do anything, we got to give a coffee cheers. And can I just say how... I don't want to say how difficult, but time it takes in the morning to record not only Instagram stories, get those posted, but then remember to vlog, because then I can't remember what I say on what. But you know what? We're here, we're doing the thing. We're trying not to get ourselves burnt out. This morning I woke up early to work out with my friend Emily in Kansas. And if you're keeping track, again from that reset video, you really need to go watch that. I have originally only been working out on Wednesday mornings with Emily, but it's Monday. So we've added a day to our routine, and the step challenge at work started yesterday. So we have so much to look forward to, like genuinely. Now, I am going to be a little transparent. This week is going to be a little hard for me. Tomorrow is my mom's heavenly birthday. She will have been away with us for 4 years tomorrow, which is really sad. And then I also have jury duty on Wednesday. So I'm hoping that I get released from that, because to be perfectly honest, I have not written my sub plans because I think that I'm going to get dismissed. Anyhow, so this is going to be quite the week. Today, what do we have going on? First of all, we're going to start off with circle time. I love Mondays because as a district-wide initiative, we have to do circles. So as a grade level, we have chosen to do our circles on Monday mornings at 7:50. So it's a great like soft launch into the week. So we have that today. In reading, we're going to do a read aloud. I love read aloud day. In writing, we're going to continue to draft our imaginative stories, which is fantastic. We are looking forward to that. And then in math, I believe we're moving on to the standard algorithm, which is great. I love the standard algorithm with 3-digit numbers up to 1200. And then in science, we're going to talk about water sources. And then after school, I need to go to the store and get paper towels and just a few things. And then also have Bible study. So it's going to be a long day from like sun up to sundown. We have a lot going on. So anyway, it's going to be a great day. We're going to have a marvelous Monday. Let's get inside and get our day going. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Happy very tired Tuesday. I woke up at none of my alarms today. I was so tired. I think part of that is I just was go yesterday. And then I went to sleep fairly early, and then I just didn't want to get up. Like, I'm just so tired. Anybody else feel like on Mondays they are so productive and then Tuesdays they just crash, or is that just me? It could just very well be just me. I also had a Red Bull when I got home from the grocery store, which could also have something to do with the fact that I was extremely tired. Like, I slept, but it wasn't like a deep sleep. The other thing that I wanted to tell you is yesterday I didn't film after school because I was so excited that I had left at contract time. I left at 3, I guess I left 5 minutes after contract time, but I still left at 3:50, and I got to the grocery store at 4 o'clock and no one was there. It was fantastic. I got home before 5. It was great. So that was really nice. Now today, I don't know if I'm going to, actually I know for a fact I will not be leaving at contract time because we tutor today, and tutoring gets done at 3:45. And so, yeah, and contract time is 7:30 to 3:45. So I will not be leaving at contract time today. And then I tutor after work today. So anyway, give me all of the positive vibes and all the energy for today. Also, if I probably don't seem more somber today, but if I'm a little bit more somber today is my mom's heavenly birthday, which comes with its own set of just challenges. For those that don't know my story, I lost my mom 4 years ago. Very suddenly, very tragically, like it was not expected. And so Yeah. Whoever said that time heals all things, honestly, I feel like you lied, because I feel like time has made things worse. And I have a very strong faith, and I know she's in a much better place and is chilling up there with God, but dang, this is hard. So today marks 4 years, and this is the first time that I've actually had to work on the day. And that's significant because when I found out, I was working at the all-boys school and it was during dismissal. And the last several years I have had snow days or it was the weekend. So this is the first time that I've actually had to work like on the anniversary, I think, which is contributing to a little bit of anxiety. So we're just gonna make it through the day. Oh, it's also a student's birthday today, so I gotta get the things out for that. And I didn't realize this was gonna be a great week to vlog. Tomorrow I'm supposed to have jury duty. Yeah, I'm supposed to have jury duty, and I haven't made sub plans because typically you get released from jury duty. Like, they hardly need anybody. Like, I filled out my summons card thing online and it said confirmed when I did it, but I haven't checked since I did it last. And so I'm hoping that I don't have to report. But then when I was on Bible study last night, they were like, Emily, what if you get like a really cool true crime case? Which I was like, okay, yeah, maybe that would be fun, but I also don't really want to write sub plans because who knows how long that jury would be. So anyhow, we will see. I think what I'm going to do is tonight after I tutor, if I do indeed, like, I'm gonna look at the card online and see if I'm confirmed or not, or I just might write the sub plans. I'm not really sure. We shall see. So anyway, happy Tuesday. I hope it's a great day, and let's get inside and get our day going. Okay, Tuesdays are such long days because I tutor at school and then I come home and I tutor, but I had to check in because I'm home a little bit sooner than I usually am today. It's 4:50, I tutor at 5:15, or at least I think I am today. I'm excited. I got dismissed from jury duty, and I will say my heart is a little sad simply because I do want to be on like a cool case. That sounds terrible, but I would like to serve on like a cool case if the opportunity presented itself. But honestly, the fact that I don't have to write sub plans excites me so much. Like, praise the Lord, hallelujah. Yeah, so that makes me happy. And then two, I have the sweetest teammates. So I had a teammate today during planning. I had a meeting that I forgot that I had, honestly, and I'm glad that I went to go check my email once I heard the ding on Outlook. I was like, oh my gosh, I have an ARD today, which for those of you that are not Texas people, an ARD is the same thing as an IEP meeting, just so we all are aware. So I had that today, and while I was away, one of my teammates slipped out and got me some daisies. They kind of got a little down like that, but she got me some daisies, and they all like wrote me a sweet little card. And so that was just so nice to have a team of people who like genuinely cares about you. Like, we are just such a good, close-knit, tight team. And so that was really sweet and a sweet surprise. And yeah, these daisies are very much me. So it was a really good day today, all things considered. It was a good day. We are almost back to a full house of kids after last week, everybody being sick. It's nice to have our friends back. We're getting all of our makeup work done. We talked about monitoring and clarifying and reading today. We took a hot break from our imaginative stories to talk about commas in a series to get some grammar in, and they did really well with that. And what was fun is we had some time left over, so we got to watch the Blazer Fresh comma video on YouTube. It's a Go Noodle video if you're familiar, and I love Blazer Fresh. It was fun. They enjoyed that. We did standard algorithm with regrouping today, which was great, and they flew through that. And I have some kids. This is really cute. So we are a Leader in Me school, and we set WIGs, which is a wildly important goal, so WIGs, and I let them this time pick their own lead measure, so how they were going to achieve their goal. And a few of them picked, I'm gonna do work at home, but I told them, I was like, if you pick this, I will hold you accountable to asking me for work to take home. I haven't had to ask anybody to take work. They have asked me. They're like, hey, Mrs. Webster, can I have work to take home? So a lot of kids asked today, so they are going to do so well on their post test because they are choosing to do work at home, which excites me so much. And then in science, we talked about water sources. So it was a great day. They were great. And I was worried that we weren't going to be able to go outside today because it was like a weird, misty type of rain this morning. But then by the afternoon, it dried up. So we were able to go out, and that's great. It was just a little bit cold. So we had an 80 degree weather yesterday. And then I want to say it's in the 50s right now. No, my car said it was 55, but my watch says it's 62 and the wind is making it feel colder. So anyway, it was a great day. Now I need to get inside and go tutor. Hello. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Oh my gosh. So today it is a much later start than normal. It is 7:01 and I am so tired. So this week we upped our workouts in the morning. I think I've mentioned this a couple times, but I'm going to mention it again. We've upped our workouts from 1 day a week getting up early and working out together to 2 days a week. So I am tired. Yesterday, tutoring went well, and I meant to get clips of tutoring, but I genuinely forgot because we were in the heart of like working on a digital escape room together. So the student that I tutor is a 3rd grader at our school, and we tutor over Zoom, which is great because it's like super convenient. I can go home and log on the computer, and it's 45 minutes. It's a good time. So we did I thought I saw lightning. I did not see lightning. Well, actually, maybe I did see lightning. Anyway, it was great. We did a digital escape room together where we helped to save the farm from the thunderstorm that was coming. So that was a really good time, but I just forgot to get clips. Oops. And then my husband got home late and I crawled into bed as early as I possibly could. I was really someone who goes to bed pretty early, but like 9 o'clock, 9:30 is when I'm like crawling into bed, but 8:30, that's a whole hour earlier than I'm used to climbing into bed. So anyway, today, what is on the agenda? Today, I have lunch duty. We also have library, and our library time changed. So it used to be 8:30, now it's at 8:15 so that the librarian can fit in more people, because on Fridays, we have something called Habit Huddle. And we have one this Friday, and it's causing a lot of grief with our people who have library on Fridays. So everybody had to switch their times around. So I was like, no big deal. I'll go at 8:15. But that's going to be a shock to the kids, and it's going to be a shock to my friends that are chronically late. So we will see how that goes. But yes, we have library today, lunch duty today. That means no recess duty, and it is a little wet and rainy today. I don't know if it's going to continue to be wet and rainy, but you know what? I always like that when I don't have to be the one that does indoor recess. And then I need to be diligent today, tomorrow, and Friday to sit down and talk about the things that we did during the school day. It's one thing to tell you when I'm in the car, but it's another to like show you all the activities that we've done. But I just keep forgetting. So, bear with me. And I'm glad that some of you really like these vlogs. I never know how they're going to be received. But anyway, let's go get inside. Let's get our day going, and let's have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. I've sat in this seat to record what we've done for the day. So here we go. So it was a fantastic day. It went by so fast. So there's that. We're just gonna rapid fire go through what we did today. So for reading, we read the story, or we read the biography, the stories he tells, the story of Joseph Bruchac. And what's really cool about this is earlier in the year, we read the story Rabbit's Snow Dance, and the author that wrote it is Joseph Bruchac. So it was really great to make that connection, and the kids were really able to understand like, oh, these are the kind of stories that he tells, and we're able to relate it back to all the things that they learned in the story. And so that was so fun. And the activity that I had them do was in the HMH curriculum. It had them write a letter to the author, or no, not to the author, write it to the guy that the biography is about. So to Joseph Bruchac, about just some interesting things that they learned, some questions that they might have, or what they found interesting. So it was really great and a lot of fun. We also went to library today. And in library, the students participated in some STEAM activities. So I worked with a group on some STEAM puzzles that honestly were pretty difficult, and they were having a really good time. So we had things like Rush Hour, the little traffic game. They had puzzles. They had some is it Osmos or Desmos? I want to say it's Osmos. I'm pretty sure it's Osmos. They had an Osmos thing where they could build words or do some tangrams, and they had something else, but I forget what. Oh, these little building block things. So those were so much fun, and then they got to check out new books. Then for our intervention time, what I've been doing is Lucky Little Learners, if you're familiar with her, all has these reading passages. This is an above level one. But what I had some students do is read the above level passage in 1 minute, and I got to track their fluency score in 1 minute. Then they reread it. Then they took some colored pencils, and after I read the questions to them, they would underline the answer. Then, and each answer was in a different color, and then after they had underlined all the questions, they got to go on the back and write their answers. And we worked on going back and referencing the text. We worked on rewriting our answers, so restating the question, because that's a really tough skill at this age for them to understand. So we worked on that with some friends. And then during our intervention time, I need to find one without a name. I have a student helper that comes from the high school. It's actually a really cool program that our high school has. And she comes in during our explorer time or our intervention time, and for a little bit of writing. So what she's been doing with them is Brianna Beverly has these project-based learning activities. This one is a donut shop. So she's been working on it with some friends, and that has been so much fun. She's been loving that. And then after this activity, they're gonna finish up probably within the next couple days. I am going to give them a novel study. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, so then in writing, we have been writing imaginative stories, which I was gonna say, remember in the fall when we did that? Well, I recorded that, but I never posted it. But in the fall, we wrote imaginative stories, and I gave everybody prompts, and it went really well. But our curriculum has them write a second imaginative story. So we've been working on that, but they have been coming right along, and I only want them to be 5 paragraphs. So we've taken a brief hiatus from drafting, and we worked on commas in a series, which is our grammar skill that we've been focused on. So we practiced that today. Did I say commas in a series? I hope I said commas in a series. So they practiced that today. So yesterday they had to rewrite a sentence and add in the commas. Today they were given a word bank, and they had to write sentences with the commas. Okay. Then for math, we did something that I love. And before you say anything, okay, I understand that October and pumpkins are long gone, but this is what our curriculum called for. So it was 2 mini pumpkins, and we got to talk about word problems with pumpkin muffins and things that she bakes. So this was so fun. This is called Math by the Book. And if you've never done Math by the Book, it is so fun. I love it. I like that we can mix 2 things, literature and math, and it's a good time. So we focused on word problems, and then we did more 2 3-digit addition up to 1,000. And let me tell you, I thought, because this was what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was 15 problems, and then I added a second set of problems back here. I thought this was gonna take them a while to do, and they were done in 10 minutes, like my whole class, and they were getting them all right, which is great. Like that's what I want. Like I want that automaticity like down, but I'm like pulling my teeth trying to find extra things for them to do. So we played Book It today, and it was so fun because I log on and I play with them, and they usually beat me, but for a while there they couldn't figure out that like I was the one that was doing it. And so anyway, it was a good time. They loved Book It. Our personal class favorite, and what I think a lot of classes like, is the hacker one, and they just get a real kick out of that one. So that's what we did there. And then in science, over the last couple days, we've been talking about water and water sources. So on Monday, we read The Water Princess by Peter Reynolds. And then yesterday, we read Water Sources. And today, we took a Google quiz, Google form, all about water sources. And again, my students are flying through some of these things, which is great, but I need to stretch their thinking a bit. So we ultimately had time for a little show and share. One of my students, I had no idea that she knew how to sew, but she sewed this really cool bag, and my students are very thoughtful in the questions that they ask. So they're like, what was your favorite part of doing this activity? Or what's your favorite part of the bag that you sewed? Where'd you get your materials? Why'd you choose that color? And so it was really sweet to see, and it was a good time. So I'm glad that we had time for it. But that was our day. Honestly, I was gonna say I'm so tired. I am so tired. I really feel like I could go to bed now. But what I need to do is I need to pass back papers, and I need to look at lesson plans for next week. A lot of it is copy and paste, but I need to just make sure I have all of my ducks in a row. So anyway, thanks for joining me on this. I've been talking for 7 minutes, so I should probably go do something productive, but cheers to me. Here's a high five. You can give me one back for making sure that I checked in while I was at school to tell you all the things that we did. We're getting back in the swing of vlogs. Okay, I don't know who I'm turning into, and this might be just a fluke, but let's hope not. It is 3:58, guys, and I'm home. It is 3:58 and I'm home. I don't know who I'm turning into, but I really, really like it. I left at contract hours today again, and I was close to contract hours yesterday, but man, I am just grateful to be home. So with this energy that I have, because we're gonna use our 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock time to better ourselves and not just rot on the couch, I am going to go and do a treadmill workout. I think I'm gonna do a 12-3-30, I think is what I'm gonna do. So incline of 12, speed of 3 for 30 minutes. We shall see how that goes. I used to do that pretty regularly, like a couple of years ago, and I really enjoyed it, and it was great cardio, and all you have to do is walk, and sometimes I do it weighted. So yay, that would be a 2-for-1 workout kind of day. So we're just kind of, I don't want to say reinventing ourselves, but we are breaking some old cycles today, some old habits. We're breaking some old habits today of staying late and not being productive. So you know what, let's do this. Good morning, happy Thursday. I saw an Instagram post just recently that said, how is it not Friday yet? And I've never related to something more. How is it not Friday yet? This has been a long week, and I was realizing that the first week of every month is always the longest week for me, and here's why. So on those weeks, I just have a ton of meetings. Usually there's a staff meeting of some kind. And then on Thursdays, the first Thursday of every month, I have something called Young Life Committee. And then I also have Student Lighthouse, which is like our student council. That happens on Thursdays, in addition to all the other things that I already do. Oh, and we have Habit Huddle on the first Friday of every month. The first week of the month is always the longest because there's so much that goes on, and then like it gets easier as we go down the month. Anyhow, today we were supposed to have Student Lighthouse, but we have an emergency staff meeting to talk about staffing and programming, and that's really all I'm going to say about it. But we have an emergency meeting, and so we're going to see how that goes. I'm anxious about it, not for myself, but just for whoever is affected in that. Like, you know, it's never good when they call an emergency meeting, so we're not looking forward to that. It's gonna be a good day. Thursday folders need to go home today, so that means I need to stuff folders. What else is happening? Honestly, I think that's about it. Oh, so last night I did get home and I did do the 12-3-30 workout. I did more of like a 10.5 3:30, because apparently you're supposed to do that based off your height. And my knee is so sore. Like my knee hurts pretty bad. So I think I overdid it yesterday. I think the Bulgarian like lunges that we didn't help. For those that don't know, I had knee surgery in 2020. I had knee surgery and they told me that I had arthritis and that I should probably never run again. And I didn't listen to that. And I decided I was going to run anyway, and it's been fine. But when I do like squats or lunges, that's when it hurts the worst. So we're in a little bit of pain today, but you know what? We're going to prevail and it's going to be great, because yesterday I like skyrocketed how much I worked out. So we love that. Anyway, it's going to be a good day. We've had these weird rainy mornings all week where it's like it wants to rain, but it doesn't, but like the ground is wet. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not actually raining, but the ground looks like it rained. I don't know if I'm making sense. All right, but anyway, it's going to be a great, great day. Let's make it a good one. We're also repping Valentine's Day a little bit early because you don't have as long to wear the Valentine's Day things. You know, like Christmas time, you have a whole month to wear all the things. October time, you have a whole month. And February, you don't have that long. So I don't have a whole lot of Valentine's Day things because they're not really worth it, in my opinion. Okay, anyway, let's go have a great Thursday. Good morning. Happy Friday. I'm so sorry. My hair is caught in my seatbelt. Okay, hold on. Good morning. Happy Friday. Friday, February 7th. So if you're looking at me and you're like, Emily, you said it's Friday, February 7th. Why are you in head to toe Valentine's Day attire? Well, that's a great question. Today is Habit Huddle Day and it is all Valentine's Day themed. And I got this new headband from a student yesterday, as well as these earrings. Okay, look at these. How cute are they? So cute. And I wanted an excuse to wear them. I was already planning on wearing this tutu, as well as this shirt, but not the headband and the earrings. And so I feel like it ties it all together. Next week I plan on vlogging as well, and so you'll probably see a very similar outfit come next Friday. So anyhow, it is Valentine's Day themed. I wanted to be decked out, so I probably do look like I'm just a week ahead to everybody. And we have a Super Bowl themed lunch today, so I'll be in front of a lot of parents and they're probably going to be so confused, but it's fine. It's going to be a good time. I look for any and every excuse to wear a tutu, and one, they're cute. Two, they are a great way to spice up any dress up day, and they're so versatile. Like this one, obviously not because it has all these hearts on it, but like my white tutu that I have used it for so many different dress up days. So I love a good tutu. But honestly, why everybody should love tutus is the sheer fact that I get to wear leggings whenever I wear a tutu. Okay, like I'm always comfortable. And we have so many dress up days. I think if I did the math, I think there's about 30 days a year where I get to wear leggings to school because I choose to wear a tutu. Okay, like chef's kiss. I love a good tutu. Okay, I'm gonna stand by that. Anyway, so it's Habit Huddle Day and I'm doing something so fun today. I'm participating in a relay, and yesterday during our math time, my principal came in my room and she's like carrying this like, is it nylon? I don't know what it is, but I could tell it's one of those materials for like a blow up like costume that you wear. Okay, I'm gonna insert a picture right here of this, and then I'm gonna insert another picture of me trying to put this thing on because it is not friendly at all. So it is something crazy. But anyhow, it is not friendly to like put your feet into, and I have to run in this, so I'm terrified that I'm gonna slip and fall. But it is going to be a blast and a half. I cannot wait to do it. It's just going to be a good day. We also have reading buddies today, which will be a great time. And then I'm trying to think, I want to leave you with some encouragement right now because I was reminded of something at my Young Life meeting last night. So for those of you that don't know what Young Life is a high school ministry program that leads kids to the Lord. Okay, their whole premise is like meet kids where they are, or go to where the kids are, and you just show them the love of Christ, and hopefully they ask questions, and this, that, and the third. So it's a high school ministry. And I have been a Young Life leader. I've been a Capernaum leader. I've never been a Wildlife. Now I serve on committee. Okay, and I was also a Young Life kid. All of that to say, when you go to Young Life camp as a leader, one of the things they tell you is that they want you to be an oh boy leader. And what they mean by that is they want you to just not to say, oh boy, like do it fake, but like be the one that encourages the kids when they don't want to do something. It usually comes when there's a hike and the kids don't want to go on the hike, but there's also a volleyball tournament. And I despise the volleyball tournament because I'm bad at volleyball. But they're like, be an oh boy leader. And the premise behind being an oh boy leader is just being excited when things are not always exciting or it's something that you don't like. Okay. So my challenge for us is to be oh boy teachers. Okay. Not be fake. All right. But you know what? Honestly, like look for the good in things and just, even if it's not something you're super stoked about, be the oh boy teacher. Okay. Those kids count on it. Then what I'm saying oh boy about today and trying to be an oh boy teacher about is the sheer fact that I know that I have to do a reteach today with a student on 3-digit addition with regrouping. This student did not tell me that they needed help, so ended up having to redo a worksheet twice incorrectly because they were not asking me for help. And we had a little like meltdown yesterday and I felt so bad, but also they didn't come ask me for help. And I don't know what I don't know and I cannot read minds. So we're gonna have to sit down one-on-one today and go over it. And it'd be one thing if like 5 of my kids didn't understand it, but my whole class got it except for 1, which makes me so nervous. I'm like, what did I do? And we're moving on to subtraction next week, so I need this student to get it. Anyhow, I've been talking for 5 minutes. Be the oh boy teacher today. Even when it doesn't sound like a lot of fun to you, be the oh boy teacher anyway. Find the good in what you're doing. Now, I need to get inside. It is 7:09, so let's get inside and T-minus 35 minutes until I am running like a crazy person in this heart costume. Pray for me.
Hello, happy end of the day on Friday. This was such a long week. It was a really good week, but man, it was such a long week. So let's recap on the day. First of all, everybody loved the fit. We love a good theme. Second of all, in that relay race that I did where I was dressed up like a heart, I won because I'm so competitive. And so that was really exciting to be able to win. And the kids loved it. Like the kids were like, were you heart number 2? I thought I saw your face in heart number 2. And so it was so fun. And I did not slip and fall. So there's that. It was really sweet. I thought we were going to have to run and grab this like blow up candy heart thing. And I think that was the original idea, but you can't like the arms, you can't like grab things with them. Like they only go out so far. So we had to just give a hug to, we had to like run and race. The 2 hearts had to run and race and give a teacher a hug. And so it was really sweet and a lot of fun. And then after that we did buddies. Actually, hold on, let me show you. Okay, so we do something after Habit Huddle with our buddies. So older grades pair with younger grades. So 3rd grade goes with kinder, 4th grade goes with 1st, 5th grade goes with 2nd, and then 6th grade will sometimes go see kinder. But what we'll do is we'll play fluency games that our intervention teacher made for us. So there's dice, so they roll the dice, 5 plus 4, 9. They have to add, or they can multiply, or they can subtract. The cards, you hold up 2 cards and then you have to add them together. So 7, and you can like try to see who can get the number the quickest. Again, you can add, multiply, subtract, those types of things to build fluency with one another. So we played those, and usually we read, but because we hadn't seen our buddies in a hot minute, they were really into just playing the math games and chatting. And some of the kids came up with games. They were like, oh, we could play rock, paper, scissors and add or multiply with the numbers on our fingers. And so that was really sweet and a lot of fun. And oh, it was great. Then we went to specials, came back from specials. After we came back from specials, our little student teacher from the high school came to see us, and she read the rest of our magic school bus story about water. They loved that. And then we finished writing our imaginative stories today. So we finished drafting our imaginative stories, and we did that. Like that took up our entire writing time. And then next week we will edit, revise, and publish, and they'll get to have their publishing party, which I know they love. And then during lunch today, this is really special. Our PTA catered lunch for us, and it was Super Bowl themed. So it was pizza and salad and different dips. So that was great. We love our PTA and love it when they treat us to a nice meal. And then for math, we had so much fun. Our teacher, grade level teachers, was joking and she goes, I vote we institute Math Craft Friday. And I was like, yes, I'm down with that. So what we did, I don't have any, like, actually I do, I have my exemplar. Is we did these cute little hearts, 3-digit by 3-digit multiplication, not multiplication. Oh my gosh, what am I saying? 3-digit by 3-digit addition with regrouping using the standard algorithm. So they were given these 2 sheets of paper. Before they were ever allowed to get their heart, they had to do their math. And how I did this is I had them solve all of the math first. I had to check it and then they were given the heart. I did tell them they had a couple options of colors. They could use purple, red, and pink because I didn't want any like green hearts. I was like, please make them Valentine's Day colors, you know, like, is that mean? I don't think so, because you know what? Sometimes you have to make a choice within a certain structure. So that's what they did. So they had to solve these first. I had to check it. Then they got to color the heart and they could color their little circles however they wanted. Like these are sprinkles. These are sprinkles and they really liked those. I had some Ninja Turtles, you know, those types of things, but I wanted the base of the heart to be a normal color, okay? I guess I could have said it could be a cookie color too, but that's neither here nor there. Anyhow, this time last year, this craft was miserable to do because they just were not getting the hang of it. And so this year they're flying through things. And because of that, yesterday I purchased an escape room that I will link below because it has kept my students entertained. Some of them 2 days, and a lot of them it's carrying over into Monday because it's 3-digit by 3-digit addition and subtraction with regrouping. And man, is it tricky. Like they can do all of the math, but there is some like puzzle pieces to it that they have to like solve. And so it's great. It's a good time. And they have been begging me to do it. So I was like, well, once you get your heart done, then you can get on your escape room. So that was a good motivator for them. And they loved it. So I'll link that down below as well as this craft because these are great. But I agree with my coworker. I think we should institute Math Craft Friday because that was heavenly. It's nice to just be like, be on your way on a Friday, you know, like a fun Friday activity. And then in social studies, at our school, we do 3 days of science, 2 days of social studies. And then if it's a short week, we'll have to adjust a little bit, but usually it's 3 days of science, 2 days of social studies. Yesterday, we talked about Irma Rangel, and today we talked about Thurgood Marshall, and we did a little stand-up, hand-up, pair-up activity, and it was a lot of fun. So that was our day. It was a good day. It's been a good week. I am so tired. I have to think to myself, looking around a class, you know, full classroom, full heart, messy classroom, full heart. It's not really that messy, but it feels messy to me. And it's been a really good week. So thank you so much for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, we're getting back in the swing of vlogging. I know I've had a pretty good mix of in the car check-ins as well as like in the classroom check-ins, but we're gonna get better as we go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so that way other teachers just like you can find and keep the joy in teaching too. I'll see you in next week's video. Bye!